I know what it is when you messing with the champ. It ain't your job, but you know it's going down. I ain't really talking flame, but I'm the hottest around. And I ain't worried about it, cause you know how it is when you get into that bag. You get into that bag when you chase into that bag. You get into that bag when you run into that bag. You chase into that bag when you get into that bag. You chase into that bag, yeah. All I see is dollar signs, money on my mind. And I can't worry about you, I'ma spin till it's done. Work, hustle. Boy, you know I get it off the muscle. Why these boys stressing? Look, I got them shook. Okay, now watch me drive back like Jameis Winston. Give me out your mentions, I forgot to mention.
Welcome back, everybody, to Who Dat TV. I am your host, Dre Allen. Man, got a big dub against the Eagles. Big dub. Regardless, we're not in the playoffs. It hurts, to get that dub and not get in the playoffs after that big win. But we're gonna talk about that. And also, y'all, we have our week 17 Breezy Picks of the Week recap. Our host Ken is not going to be here today. He will be back with us Sunday. But let me bring in our other host today. Y'all know him. He's on here week by week. My brother Jay Floyd.
Who that? Shout out to everybody out there that's watching. Major love out to my bro Ken. We gonna get with you on Sunday and give away these gifts. It's gonna be Christmas again, man. So if you're tuning in, we know you're handling business right now, bro. We'll see you next time.
Sure.
It's good to see all you listeners in here. I'm sure y'all had a up and down kind of roller coaster weekend like the rest of us did, culminating with what happened on Monday night. But the Tigers got some wins. Tulane got a big bowl win. The Pels are rolling. Zion went down, but there's a lot of good things that were happening right before we all took that nosedive on Monday night, kind of together. So
For sure.
Eager to talk about it with all of y'all.
For sure. And we are going to touch on that, Floyd, because we do want to touch on that before we, touch on any kind of sports talk. But before we do, man, just let me bring in our sponsors real quick. First sponsor is buneenies.com, y'all. If you haven't got you one yet, go get you one. Very fire product. You can go to the page right there, www.buneenies.com. You can check out all their beanies. They got red, black, orange, pink, cream, baby blue, yellow, whichever color you like, man. They also got kid sizes on there. And then on the website you can check the cause. It's going to a good cause, the money they're raising, and also a little backstory on Bun and how they wanted to get this started. So man, if y'all haven't yet, go get you one, man. Support it. Support. www.buneenies.com. Please get you one. And also, y'all, we have our other sponsor, MKE_drip_drown. Big drip, man. Dog London is working hard. I just seen the new release actually for the Jordans and everything coming out for this next year, man. I'm pretty sure London's tapping in on all that. I seen a post he made that he said he might do buy all the sizes for the fours that's coming out. Some fours. I can't tell you exactly which ones, but I'm telling you they are fire. Yes, indeed, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with London. He can get his hands on anything. That's his Instagram right there. You can check out his story and see everything that he posts on there. His IG is at MKE_drip_drown. Go check him out.
For sure. Go follow that right now on Instagram. Put it in the search bar because he kind of dropped a little bird in our ear that he's thinking about doing some giveaways here real soon. And it's gonna be he's ready to show love for everybody, but you're probably gonna have to be following the page to get the details on that. So go to Instagram, put in the search bar at MKE_drip_drown. Just at least follow and put him on your algorithm, man. Put him on your timeline because once he starts giving away gifts like it's Christmas again, you don't want to miss that.
Big facts, Floyd. Big facts, man. Go support our two sponsors, man. That is our two sponsors. Again, Buneenies. Go get you a Bunini at www.buneenies.com and MKE_drip_drown on Instagram. Go follow London, please. Appreciate y'all for sponsoring us. And love working with y'all, man,
For
for sure.
so, for so.
But yeah, man, like you mentioned, Floyd. Let's go ahead and talk about it before we even get into any football, because this is more important than any sports and all that. So prayers up to Damar Hamlin. He plays for the Buffalo Bills, number 3. If y'all probably seen it all over social media. If you don't know what's going on, big impact between him and T Higgins. Um, he got up on his own and he went right back down. They said it was a cardiac arrest, so it's very serious. He had CPR performed to him on the field, and it's like nothing we ever seen before in sports. So he is fighting for his life right now in the hospital, and prayers up to Damar Hamlin and his family, his friends, teammates, all that, man. Very tragic, man. Very tragic.
Super scary. And hats off to the officiating crew, because and the coaching staff, because I believe it was kind of together that those guys made the decision that, hey, a game does not need to be continued no matter what the commissioner or the NFL league statement was at that time, which was for them to have 5 to 10 minutes of rewarming up after 45 minutes of prayer, and him being transported to the hospital, that they were going to have 5 to 10 minutes of warming up and have to be back on the field to continue the first quarter, which is absolutely ridiculous. So salute to those guys for putting the health and safety and well-being of all of these guys above, the outcome of a football game. Like you said, bro, it's one of the scariest things we've really ever seen in our lifetime. We the same age, and like you said, I haven't seen anything like that except for like the Len Bias collapse, which was before we were born. So it's a tragic thing, and just a little insight. It's something that kind of hit home for me. I've in 8th grade or 7th grade, I had to wear a heart monitor because apparently my heart was like enlarged or whatever, pumping too much blood through me because I was like little, under 90 pounds or whatever, and that was kind of the diagnosis. I remember the doctor telling me, not to make anything about myself because it's not, but just to give some insight, telling me that I can't have caffeine, I can't have coffee, and I can't have soda because of the status of my heart. And they were monitoring if I was going to be able to be fit for athletic play the next season, which was my 8th grade year. And it terrified me, right? And that was the diagnosis, was that if something were to go wrong with the status of your heart, there's a chance you could go into cardiac arrest. So I'm a 7th grader. I had no idea what that meant. But there's a chance, if I truly understood and could fathom that literally means your heart stopping, I don't know
Yeah,
if I would have risked, even playing, and doing some things like that. So it's as serious an incident that can happen. And the fact that he's a 24-year-old young man
yeah, he's
in his
young.
2nd year in the league. So he's falls just under what would be required for pension status, which I think is 4 to 5 years on the field. So if that was his last down of football, hopefully there's a lot that could be done for him to be able to continue providing for his family and well-being, which I'm sure will happen. But it was a lot of emotions going through all of our hearts and minds. And I'm just glad he's okay. And I can't wait to hear that news that he fully recovered. He's recovering right now, but I can't wait to hear that he's all of his organs and everything is functioning on his own again.
For sure, for sure. And last update I got, I know he had said he was he had a tube down, he's breathing through a tube. He wasn't breathing on his own, but this is the last update that I had seen on him so far. So that is
Okay,
Adam.
showing signs of improvement.
Yeah, showing signs of improvement. That's what you want to see. And I saw another report. They said, the doctors is, where they wanted him to be or whatever. They was happy where they was wanting him to be that next morning.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the last update right there, y'all, on Damar Hamlin, from what I have seen personally, that I wanted to share with y'all. So
Yeah, prayers up to his family and both organizations. To be honest, I can only imagine being a Bills teammate of him, or even being a Bengals player who would have to experience something so traumatic up close and have to almost like on a dime redirect your mind to football again because you've got an opponent coming up next week. In 5 days or 6 days. It's something that's kind of ridiculous to wrap your head around. So I'm praying for
Yeah,
those guys also.
facts. And there was a lot of crazy downside on it too, man. Like as far as I've seen Skip Bayless tweet and another dude on, I forget his name, on ESPN, trying to put the blame on T Higgins and all. Man, it's football,
Yeah.
it's a freak accident. But as far as we like all the pointing fingers and let's finish this game and all this other stuff, man, that is all irrelevant, bro.
Yep.
It was the only things that's relevant is this young man's life. He's very young. He a family member, a friend. He's loved. You know what I mean? He's a human being. So like I said, man, I just wanted to bring this up before we got talking about any kind of football on here or any of that.
Big
Prayers up,
facts.
yeah, prayers up to Damar Hamlin, and man, I hope you get through, man. I hope you pray. I keep praying for him, man. I hope he gets through this and comes out even stronger after this.
For sure. For
So
sure.
that was his name, Carmen Bart Scott on ESPN.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, all them that just don't make no sense to me, man. That's just people
Yeah.
just talking.
Yeah, so many
So
people have gotten out of pocket and said some comments that are pretty disparaging, and I'm sure that they would like to take back, Skip Bayless included. Um, but I think it kind of just reflects on how sometimes professional athletes can be seen as almost just a commodity and not a human being. So they should show a little more grace and a little more love to somebody who's a human just as they are, right? I mean, they play a gladiator sport. That doesn't mean that they don't deserve compassion and time to recover and heal without having to be bashed on ESPN within the next
mhm.
48 hours of something traumatic like that happening. So
Yeah.
praying for T. Higgins. I actually read a tweet that said he's dealing with it really roughly.
Oh yeah.
He's been at the hospital almost nonstop with Damar Hamlin in Cincinnati. So that's what we're going on 3 days later, and he's still showing his support and showing his remorse and his love. So praying for him and his mental to recover as well as his body and Damar Hamlin's body.
For sure. For sure, yeah. T Higgs definitely needs some uplifting to it, along with he going through it too, since he was in on that impact. But it's like I said, as far as blaming that on that man, what's his name again? I mean, look at that Bart Scott, man. He shouldn't have made that
Yeah,
comment because
he
that,
tripping.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, man, big prayers up to Damar. Hope you get well, man, for sure. Um. Also, y'all want to throw up our link tree up here. That is our link tree right there. It is linktr.ee with the slash who that TV. It has all our accounts on there. Our sponsors also, so y'all can go check out Linktree, um, who that TV, and check us out, man. Go show some support to that if you haven't already. We really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for sure. I was checking the engagement on all the pages today. It's been going up. I haven't really
Yeah,
been paying attention. So appreciate all of you who have scanned the QR code, screenshotted, clicked any of that. Every single engagement is just one way to show support for us, and we don't take it lightly. So appreciate it. We see you.
for sure, for sure. And if you're not on your phone right now watching, if you're on a laptop or anything, pull out your phone. We got that QR code right there at the top right corner of the screen. So you can hold your camera up, scan that, and it'll take you right to everything, man. Appreciate y'all for sure. And hey, man. Also, this is the last week, Floyd. The last week for
Oh,
everybody to get their little raffles in, man. We got the first things first, man. We got the NFL jersey giveaway we're doing this Sunday, y'all. A current player team of your choice, and to enter, all you have to do, man, is step one, follow Who That TV's IG page at Who That TV1. That's it. Just go follow the page. Step two, share the post that is pinned to our page. So you share it and then you tag our page. It's gonna send us a direct message and we'll know that you shared it. And of course, we'll check our followers, make sure y'all follow us, and we will lock you in, man. Write your name on a raffle ticket. We're gonna shake the little whatever I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna get something and shake it up, man. Let my fiance pull the ticket. You won you a free jersey, man, off of just share, off of just a share and a share. You know what I mean? Just a share and a share and a follow, whatever you want to say. But yeah, man, y'all go get you go do that, man. Get it in real quick before January the 8th. So we do that. We'll do that on January 8th, and also we have,
Christmas again.
yes, indeed, a use and like Nintendo Switch OLED giveaway, and it's $2 for one raffle ticket and $5 for 5 tickets. The winner will be selected January the 8th, and you can buy as many tickets as you want, man, as many as you want for a chance to win this right here. The old Switch, man. He got everything that comes with it too. Ken will do this at his house when he gets in here with us on Sunday. He got a lot of y'all's tickets already in. He sent us a list. It's a good little bit of people, Floyd, man. So
Facts. Yeah.
yeah,
We probably up to about 20 some people and close to like 100 some tickets. So
yes,
I got a
indeed.
good chance.
And that's everything that comes with the Switch, man. You got, hey, and then I only say he had 3 games too. I know Mario Bros
Memory
is one of them.
card.
Yeah,
Yep.
memory card, all type of stuff. So hey, again, if you want that, man, it's $2 for one ticket or $5 for 5 tickets, and the winner will be selected January the 8th. You could Cash App Ken or Zelle him. That's his phone number right there. Cash App or Zelle to either one of those for a chance to win this Switch, and it's like a $400 uh device, y'all. So hey, you basically about to, you could probably win a 400 device off a $2 or $5 raffle, man. You can't beat
Real
that.
quick.
Can't
Real
beat that,
quick.
man.
Real quick. Or you
So
can give it away as a gift. You can hold it
yeah,
down, keep it for yourself, play games. It's sky's the limit for you. And we really want you to win it. Just go ahead, like it says at the bottom of the screen. You can Zelle or Cash App to Ken. He's pulling all the money together, so it ain't been touched yet. We can't wait to bless whoever it is that does go ahead and win this sweepstakes on January 8th. And the jersey one. So go ahead and get in if you haven't already got in. If you want to be blessed, you got a good chance to win. To be honest, right now, if you win it,
for sure. So there it is right there, y'all. Hey, get them in. Like I said, this is the last week, man. We're gonna announce the winners January the 8th. So this is the last week for that. And man, another big announcement, man. I really honestly I didn't want to do it without my dog, but I'm just
I
like, man,
know, I know, I know.
I just feel like we should get it in, man. I feel like Ken would want us, like, I should have asked him
Yeah, yeah.
initially,
We've been
man.
waiting for so long.
I
He don't
really
want us to wait no longer.
I for sure. So we got something crazy for y'all, man. I'm excited to announce this to y'all for sure.
Real excited. I
Uh
can't stop smiling.
for sure. We've been at this for a while, y'all,
Been
but
working, man.
we've been working, but we also, man, we got it. Who That TV's new logo, y'all. Hey, man, this right here is so fire, and I'm about to pop it on the screen for y'all. Uh, hey, it got some detail into this. Some
it's
real detail.
It's so perfect. It goes well on any background, depending on which color you go with. I got it as my phone screen background right now, my lock screen. It looks super fire. Dre, I saw you had it as your Apple Watch screen. It looks super fire. So you know it's gonna go crazy on a hat, which is next, and you know it's gonna go crazy on the merch with the hoodies,
Which is
t-shirts,
next.
everything else. So we cannot wait to unveil this for you guys, man, because a whole lot of stuff is gonna come from this right here.
For sure. So let's wait no more, man. I'm gonna pop it up here, man. This is our new Who That TV's logo, y'all. Bow! Let me pop it up there for y'all right there, man. We
Oh,
going crazy right now, man. We going
ah,
crazy. Hey,
wow.
big Who That TV, man. That is our new logo, y'all. Hey, he put in some firework on this, man. like I said, man, Ken finally sent it to us, and then we got it. He did. Ken's not the one who actually did it. Y'all will meet the person that did this logo, but hey, for sure, this mug is fire, and I'm happy to present it to y'all on this
Yes,
episode.
sir. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to Los who went ahead and did the hard work for us, man. That boy Ken kind of spearheaded this project, and it's a process that kind of took us a few weeks, right, to find the
Carlos
perfect one.
Singleton Jr.
Big Los strikes again, right? He strikes again. So, yeah, man. Salute to both of those guys for working real hard, and I think we got one right here. This one is pretty perfect. So we can't wait to bring this into season 2 as our logo and go ahead and get the merch going crazy for you guys. Whatever you like, however you like it, we're gonna have something for you.
Yes, indeed, man. That is our new Who That TV logo. Look, I'm over here cheesing, boy. That
Me
mug
too.
fire.
I can't wait to go update the Instagram, go update the Apple Podcast logo. Everything is gonna be super fire when y'all see it
For sure.
updated.
For sure. And boom, and go ahead pop it up in the right corner for us. But
There
we
it is.
hey, nothing to our old logo too though. On our old logo, we will have merch for our old logo too. We're gonna get some merch going for that. Cause I mean, hey, that's what it all started with right there,
Yep.
baby. So
Yep.
um
That too. We're gonna have two designs for y'all. It's nothing different from like when the New Orleans Saints had that little guy, right? As their logo before they went to the Florida League. So both of them is still us. Shout out to Cass because it's big love on the first logo that we had. We still gonna go crazy with that one too. We just
I gotta
excited,
pop
man.
it up one more time.
Yeah,
Man. I gotta pop it up one more
sir.
time because it's going crazy. Yeah, he put in some work, man. Los put up some work on this one. So y'all will meet him. Y'all will meet him most definitely. So we will get him on the show. But yes, indeed, man. There it is. Whoo, the
The
detail.
details. Look at the
Look
detail.
at the
Nah, if y'all
detail.
see this with this just a solid black background like it is on my phone, hey yo, you would know, you would be just excited as me, like for like
Yeah.
a black hat with the Who That TV on it and the Florida Lee on the back. Come on, man, you can't beat it. So we
Can't.
can't wait. We can't wait. If you're a Saints fan, if you're not a Saints fan, you're just gonna have to rock out with the Florida Lee on your hat anyway.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, man, that's all the giveaways we doing, and then our logo we just introduced to y'all, of course. And man, let's not wait no more to talk about it, man. Let's not wait no more. I want to talk about it. The Saints win against the Eagles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look,
Hey,
it would be better if the Eagles.
I don't know, man. That was a fun game to watch. It felt like you guys played down a little bit, so y'all kind of played to our level. I'm hoping that y'all can ramp it up again because I actually do want to see y'all come out of the NFC East over the Dallas Cowboys. So, with everything in the balance this week, I really want to see y'all get that division clinching win in week 18, but I'm just glad that we were able to beat y'all. And if y'all do get that division clinching win in week 18, that would solidify the Philadelphia Eagles as the best team in the league. And I love to be able to say we beat the best team in the league by double digits.
For sure, man.
Yes,
For sure.
sir.
And there's a lot of key plays that happen. I'm gonna get into the key plays, but we do have a special guest
Been
with
waiting
us
on you.
today.
Been waiting on you.
Hey, my man been in the comments week by week talking his Eagles talk. Go ahead and read the
Yep, I'm in
one.
them too.
But he was in here week by week. Say no more, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in real quick. My boy, big Eagles fan over here. He had to wear that Saints gear too. I seen it too. I seen
Oh,
it.
you seen him on Facebook, huh? He
Yeah.
lost that bet, didn't it?
Lost that bet. My boy, man, family member, man, JB, man.
Big
JB, what's
JB,
up?
what's up, man?
What's up, family?
Not too much, man. Just wanted to get you on here to talk about these Saints and them Eagles. I know you don't want to talk about it too much.
You done covered up the screen.
JB, man, how you feel about that game, man? Oh, what dog over there having technical issues?
Uh-oh.
He'll be
He'll put
back
him
in.
back in. Uh-huh.
So yeah, man. key plays though I wanted to get into is with the game, Floyd. I feel like for us, first things first was the going for it on 4th and 2. When we drove the field, we held the ball for dang near, I want to say 7 minutes strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then we drove the field all the way down on the what's up, JB? I see you, boy.
Yeah, what's up, family, man? What's up? What's up?
All good,
Not
all
too much.
good. Happy
Hey,
to have you
look,
in with us, bro.
I appreciate it. Glad to be here. The first thing I want to say, I want to who that with the Eagles emblem instead of the Florida League. Put that out
Well,
there for y'all.
that's the next logo. That's the third logo.
How you feel about that game, JB? What you think? Where you think y'all went wrong at, man?
When Hurts got hurt,
I feel it.
that's
I feel
it.
it.
Hey, that
Yeah.
would have.
Look. The Eagles lost one game. He lost them last two games.
That's real.
I say we still 13-1.
Low
He
key, you're
going
not
through.
wrong. You're not wrong because the rest of the team, the supporting cast, didn't play didn't play like bad, right? And this doesn't happen in every game, but it almost felt like the game was kind of won and lost at the quarterback position as far as what Taysom and Dalton did and what Minshew did. Yeah, it was just a little bit out of whack, but everybody else on the field seemed to have played well enough to win for the Philadelphia Eagles, except for the quarterback.
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
you could see the aggravation from like AJ Brown. You could see him aggravated. The offense looked like it was slow. Like we just out of sync with our Hurts. Our whole
I
offense
will.
was surrounded by him.
I will say this, man. I see y'all try to go back into the read option with Minshew, and honestly, y'all was capitalizing off that. Where I feel like y'all should have stuck with is giving that ball to Miles Sanders, because
26.
Miles Sanders, every time he touched that rock, man, he was getting about 8-10 yards plus, and it was aggravating me. I'm like, man, if y'all don't plug these holes, like,
For real.
hey, Miles, but there ain't nothing you could do. When you got a good offense, y'all got a solid offensive line, and
That was my one mistake, and it was burning into my brain just now. I said everybody else played well except for the quarterback position. That's not true. The O line let y'all
Yeah,
down a little bit on
all
Sunday
the
as well.
yes.
all them false start after false start. Like my
Yeah,
goodness.
it was weird.
You won't never see Kelsey get a false start either, man. And
Mm-mm.
it wasn't nothing
And
major. It's like
he got two.
he got two. So hey, that says a lot about it was a good game though, man. Overall, like I said, I was saying before you hopped in here, JB. I feel like us going for it on that 4th and 2 at the beginning of the game. I feel like going back to Taysom Hill on the QB draw to get that first down, and then we went right back to Taysom Hill again to get that first touchdown to put 7 on the board. That was huge. That was very, very huge. And where I feel like y'all could have turned the game around if y'all would have had a little bit more time is when Andy Dalton threw that pick to y'all. He was
Yeah.
actually perfect. He was going perfect, and then he got a little bit too comfortable, and he threw that pick to y'all. And if y'all would have got on any kind of field goal range, even got 3 up there, I feel like it would have been a different game.
One possession game right there. Yep.
Yeah,
It
but
was. I mean, it's just a lot our offense could have did better. Our defense, we started out slow to me, but we picked up along the game. But
Still
our
play
offense
really
just,
solid. Yep.
the
yeah.
offense just, I was in disgust with our offense.
Yeah, Minshew definitely kind of
There
Dog
he
ain't
I
home.
is.
see, I see.
What up, bro?
Steve Tuck. What up, my man? He said, "Ken said, hold that L, huh?"
He ain't let nothing slide.
Look,
He ain't let nothing ride. He said ain't nothing sweet over here.
I already know
No,
Ken was
but
gonna talk. I already knew that was coming.
but the man Minshew, he actually sold y'all the game. But that man had to hold it up there for y'all. That man, sealed the
Oh,
deal for it all. Look,
Different.
he the
I had it
reason
on
I
my
had to wear
lap,
that,
waiting on this moment.
and he the reason I had to wear that Saints jersey. Had to post it all on Facebook. Lost the damn thing.
It looked good.
No, it didn't. See, at first I had it inside out. They said I couldn't wear it like that. I
Oh
had to show all
yeah.
the numbers and everything on it.
They even had it on the ground for you, JB. I seen the little Saints imprinted on the ground on the porch. I said,
Look,
"Ooh."
look. That was the bet. If I would have won, I could have put a big eagle symbol
Eagle.
on the
Yeah.
porch. Then I
I
lost.
see. I see.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
But regardless, like your name say, JB, y'all still going to the playoffs, and it's kind of ironic that we we beat up on y'all like that, man, and then we turn around, beat the
Get
should I say,
eliminated.
yeah, beat the best team in the NFL and then get eliminated the same day. Only
Hey,
us, huh? Only
hey,
us.
that's funny y'all said that. I seen a post earlier that said that's the most Saints thing possible.
Yeah,
To,
for sure. For sure.
to be the best
Especially
team and get eliminated the same day.
for
Same
sure.
day. Who does that?
Same day,
Where they
man.
do that at?
We was depending on about 5 scenarios to go our way, man. And granted, I'm happy that it didn't get down to the last game that we needed to happen,
Yeah.
and they sold the bag for us. I'm glad it happened the first game. Go ahead and okay, Minnesota, y'all dropped the bag, cool, we out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We should have handled business our way in the beginning of the year. Even speaking really on our Manicast, when we played the Buccaneers, we should have handled business then on Monday Night Football against the Bucs, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. But
At all.
it is what it is, man. We got a lot of shaking back to do, and y'all going to the playoffs looking for that bowl, huh, JB? Y'all gonna win the Super Bowl, man.
Number
Oh
one
yeah.
seed.
But look, what I didn't know was I didn't know Minnesota and 49ers was right there on our trail. Like we gotta win next week.
Yep,
Like
it's a
I
They
didn't
must
all do.
win.
realize that till not too long ago that they right there on our trail. I was like, man, we should have beat the Saints and just cruised into the playoffs.
Yep. If y'all now it's a set up a situation where if y'all lose week 18, there's a possibility that y'all end up playing the very first week of playoffs, which is crazy to win 13 games and be playing on the first week.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's why I'm hoping Hurts, the A1, back on his game. Go ahead and knock off the Giants. Go ahead and get that first week bye, rest that shoulder some more, and on the path
Yep.
to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Bond, look
I
at
think
Bond.
that's what's gonna happen. And there's a rumor that
I can't even read that.
they may push the
That's awesome.
postseason a week regarding the Bills Bengals resumption of that game. So there's a chance if y'all do earn that first week bye that y'all end up having 2 weeks to rest that shoulder instead of one. So it's a lot to at stake for really every single team in the NFC East except for Washington, because all of y'all can either go up or go down, but depending
Yep.
on what happens in week 18.
Yep.
And that's crazy. The whole division, except for the one team, the whole division.
Yeah, y'all nice. Y'all super nice. I honestly think whoever plays in the Super Bowl from the NFC is gonna come from y'all division. So it's basically either Dallas or you guys.
Hey, look,
It's on
you go
y'all.
ahead and
It's
say the
on
Eagles.
y'all.
You go ahead and
It
say
ain't
the
gonna be
Eagles in the Super
Soda.
Bowl. You ain't gotta say from the division. We know the Cowboys ain't gonna make it because they're the Cowboys. I mean, we done beat the Giants once already. It's finna be twice. So I mean, it's gonna be the Eagles.
I feel
Okay.
that. Ken
Okay.
said Ken's pick was the 49ers, and that's a great pick. I just think whoever comes from the NFC East is gonna have to go through San Fran to get to that Super Bowl. So one of y'all gonna have to knock them boys off. But I think that Philly has the best chance to do so.
Carmen said the Niners.
Carmen says so.
Hey, the
And
Niners
look,
are
Two
definitely
smart people disagreeing with me, so I
and
might be wrong.
I ain't even mad at the 49ers. We done beat every team in the playoffs and we ain't played the 49ers. So I respect people going with the 49ers. I respect that 100%. But if you say anybody else other than the Eagles or 49ers, man, hang it up.
Tripping. Yeah, you tripping.
yeah, for sure. Especially
Unless
out the NFC.
Yeah,
barring
you
a
can hang
major
it up.
injury, yeah, it's one of you guys. 3-man race right now.
Yeah, hey, y'all do got a tough little run game though, Bond. Y'all do got a tough run game, but it's gonna be very tough for McCaffrey. I gotta walk into McCaffrey. Hey, it was especially after how he played last week, man. Dude was woo. I said, man,
The craziest thing about 23 about CMC is like he could play a great defense or play a terrible defense. His number's gonna be the same.
the same.
That's the thing
Regardless.
that's kind of scary for him is like he can go out there against Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence and those guys and still put up 120 on 20 something carries, like easy.
Yep. But back on our game, because I don't want to take that away from what we did
Yeah.
to them Eagles. I don't want to take that away, First things first, But just back on our game real. Let's rewind a little bit and then we could talk about y'all or whatever going to the we ain't worried about all that.
Yeah.
No, but also man, I feel like that huge stop on 4th and 1 on 4th and 1 was a game changer for us. And I'm gonna speak on our negatives too. I ain't gonna speak on everything positive for us, but that 4th and 1 where y'all try to QB sneak it how y'all normally do with Hurts.
He low key picked it up.
You think so? You think so?
He picked up the
It was
first.
it was like
I don't
right
think
there. I
so.
don't know, man, because it was like
okay.
you had Damar on top pushing and
Yeah.
all that. So it was like when you look at the replay from the top, it kind of looks
That was
like
the
he,
angle.
it kind of looks like he picked it up. But man, it was, if you look at the marker where they marked it at, bro, it was literally inches,
Mhm.
and that's what football is, a game of inches. So
That play was sickening.
big stop.
It was just
Yeah,
sickening.
that was
I
a
don't know
huge
what they
stop.
was thinking.
And I was right there on the 50. So y'all really could have punted it and then gave us, a tough field position to work with. But I felt like y'all been doing it all year. And I heard one of the commentators say we was actually one of the first teams to stop that. Because normally when it hurts in
it's
there,
a
man, y'all
guarantee.
guarantee first down, you're moving the change. So
He deadlifts 600 pounds, so he could push
yep.
the pile easy, right? So
Yep.
not having that guy on the field was major. And I think we also picked up a 4th and 2 or something with Taysom that I felt like if we didn't get
That's at the
that
beginning. That was at the
and go
beginning.
score in that drive,
Man,
I just don't see a path of us winning. So
Yep.
that was
I
huge.
just want to say I give that dude respect. He is a monster.
He is, man.
I give that boy his respect. Now
He
the rest
run
of y'all,
hard.
but Hill most definitely.
Yeah, man. You got to be wired differently to be a quarterback on one play and then be the elephant on the punt team on the next play, taking on like 300-pound guys running full speed at you. Like, you got to be wired a little different. So I like
Got to.
watching him play a whole lot.
Yeah, me too.
I felt like our downfalls, I'm gonna talk about our downfalls too, was Andy Dalton taking them sacks, of course. I mean, granted, Eagles got a good defense, good D line. They got the most in the
Good.
league.
Good.
Great D line.
Historic.
Yeah.
When I saw, I be playing Madden. This just to give some context. I be playing Madden. I love doing dynasties. I always franchises. I always call it dynasty. I don't know why. I love playing NC Dub. But so I always try to break the sack record every single year. So I think on the Madden I'm playing, it's like 40 something. So if I can get my whole team over like 49 sacks, I'll be like, oh, this is one of the best defenses ever. The Eagles are at 60 something right now.
Yes, sir.
They have shattered that record. So it's time for me to stop calling them good and start calling them what they are. Those boys are historic. They're great.
Yeah, they really are. Like every last one of them. And then losing Sweat, man. When y'all lost Sweat, that was huge for y'all too on that D line. That was
prayers
huge.
up for him. I forgot about that. I think that's a high spinal. It was high spinal.
Yeah, it was.
So there's a lot that can go on with that.
For sure.
But it hurt losing Sweat, but we got Sue and we got the Joseph guy too, sitting there waiting fresh.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, y'all just reload. Y'all don't miss out. Y'all reload. That D line is scary.
Quick. Yes, indeed. And then that 76-yard pass from Minshew to AJ Brown to give y'all that touchdown that y'all needed.
No. The other pass that y'all got.
Which one? Because we got a good little bit now. Look, we got a little. Andy Dalton was out there slanging that thing.
Who was the receiver? I think Rashid for the touchdown.
Rashid Shaheed.
60-something yards.
But the thing about that, JB, we didn't even capitalize on a touchdown on that play. That's what's crazy. Y'all actually stuffed us. We tried to go back to Taysom Hill, and then y'all stuffed us, and we had to settle for 3 on that drive. So I wanted 6 for sure out there. They said
but the fact he let we got the best corners in the league, and he let y'all get way back there. That should have never happened.
Nah.
Yeah. But granted, Rashid Shaheed, if you've been watching him week by week, man, since we brought him out the hat, man, that dude been leveling up.
I swear,
week by week, man, and the dude is extra fast, like extra fast, bro. Him and Olave, man, them boys probably the fastest on our team, man. Besides, what's his name? He haven't played this year. Punt returner number 11, Harris.
Yep, D Harris.
D Harris. So Yeah, man. Other than that, man, them boys are extra fast. So it takes a and you gone. If you ain't with
Mm-hmm.
them, he out of there.
Ew.
But but I want to say, man, kudos to Andy Dalton, regardless of that pick he threw. Dude had actually really good game. Besides, like I said, taking sacks, but like you said, you got a great D line you're going against. So they
Yeah.
was able to get home a lot. Yep, Deontay Hardy.
That's the
Yep, and
thing.
it ain't
Like
Harris no more. It's Hardy.
that's
You're
the
right, Carmen.
speaking on the other side. That's the reason why I can see this Philadelphia team going to win it all, bro. They have everything. It didn't dawn on me until this game. Um, with the healthy Hurts, they have a strong run game. They have a really good O line. They have a solid pass game. On the other side, they have the best pass rush we've probably seen. Like I said earlier, since or last week, since Von Miller and those guys in Denver,
Mhm.
Yep.
uh, and Danny Trevathan and those guys. So we haven't seen this constructed like this. Oh, and by the way, the quarterback's an MVP candidate, and he's a scrambler, and he can like squat like 700 and deadlift
Yeah,
600.
that's wild.
Like, dude, it's like they have everything. So everything except health. So if those guys can get everybody on the field, they're too deep to lose to anybody. I honestly think they have to shoot
Uh,
themselves in the foot, beat themselves to not win the Super Bowl, which is crazy.
which
I'm
granted,
at that point with those guys now, even though we
I
just
give
beat
it
them.
to him. Yeah, I give it to him. Like Eagles, like you said, for they got everything they need to make this
Everything.
happen, man. And honestly, y'all, it should be a walk in the park for y'all Eagles through the NFC to at least get to the Super Bowl, at least. But when y'all get there, man, you gotta look, man. You either going against
Joe,
Patrick Mahomes,
Patty,
We ain't
or
worried about it.
you go like you said, big Josh Allen, maybe
Big Josh.
or
Yep.
big Joe Burrow, man. So and them all three of them have solid teams just like y'all. So hey, it will be a dog fight in the Super Bowl. I would love to see it though, man. I always like great Super Bowls, man. I don't like the blowing. Yeah,
For
I don't like
real.
all
10 to
that. So
3. Nah, that's
yeah,
whack.
so
That's whack.
Well, look, that's what y'all gonna give the Eagles a Super Bowl. We don't care who on the other side. We ain't
okay,
worried about that.
okay.
Because
Honestly,
look, what y'all failed to mention is we got good run game and defense, but we got not one but two 1,000-yard receivers. Man, we souped
mhm.
up. We souped up.
Y'all souped up.
You really
Y'all
are
souped up.
souped up. And D Smith, he runs a 4.2. You got AJ Brown, who's like 230 plus. Still running 4.4.
Still, I'm about to
Like,
say, still
bruh.
taking off. Well, you seen how he burnt freaking a Debo and all them, and then the Debo man, I feel like he was trying to sell the on that play on that
Uh-huh.
7 yard. He trying to sell a flop like we in basketball or something,
Fell out
trying
of
to flop
bounds.
all out of bounds, bro. If you don't make a play and stop trying to flop on the football field,
For
bro, like
real.
man, just make a play, knock the ball down, or something, because you're doing too much, man. Gave up the whole touchdown. Knowing AJ about to burn off, but
Mhm.
yeah, y'all got some weapons, man, over there for them Eagles, man. I be talking stuff to, of course, to my fiance all the time. To my, I don't want to see y'all win a Super Bowl. I ain't gonna hit the end of it, but
Yeah,
at the end of the day, if you know football, you know that hey, y'all team to beat coming out the NFC. So
for real. Like,
And
even we talked
then
about, uh-huh.
I said, then we got the best safety in football. Where you came from? Oh, the Saints. That's right.
I don't know. I don't know about the best now, Jay. I don't know about the best. Hey, Chauncey
The
is
man,
cold, but I don't know.
the
I
man
wish he
lead
would
the
have
league in
played.
picks. The
He
man lead
do,
the
he
league in
do, but
picks.
that's 1 year, man. I wish he would have played against us. Now we would have rubbed it in a little bit more on that.
Uh-huh.
Really, I wish Hurts would have played too, just because so y'all had no kind of excuse
Low
whatsoever.
key.
Like, oh
Low
yeah,
No, you
key.
don't. No, you don't.
hey, Hurts would have threw that. Hurts
Podcast.
probably would have threw that pick too. Stop playing.
Now they would have scored more than 10, though. That's for
No,
sure. We
no.
would have needed more than 20 if he was out there, but
Exactly.
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, with the outcome regardless.
Yes, indeed.
That's crazy to think about. Like, we got to win against those guys. We still only scored 20. And I think we got sacked, what, 5 times? Maybe 4. I'm about to check. But so they weren't it was a double-digit win, but they weren't that far away from actually like being in the game and having a chance to beat us.
Not at all. And honestly, it had me kind of shook because I thought when they got like before he Minshew threw that pick to us, man, I was like, oh, I mean, granted, they hadn't been moving the ball on us all game,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, man, it's a lot of time. They had been running the ball well, leading into before that. So I was like, man, if they would have stayed to that run game, man, they probably, would have had a little inch of chance, man. But
For real.
soon as they went right back to that play, knowing Lattimore just missed the pick. He just missed
Exactly.
a pick, before that even happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lattimore told his teammates and everybody else, "Hey, I'm gonna get the next one." And sure enough, man, he spoke it into existence because he did that, jumped it with no problem, man. Read it, look, jump, that's mine. Let me get that. And then
Mm-hmm.
and then held the ball out like I was like, oh, stop playing, like hold on, lock
Yeah,
down, man.
wait for they throw a little flag or something. Nah, he was balling, man. I think we did a good job of switching up, switching up the front. We would have the same exact alignment and formation, but run two different, completely different looks out of it, and that's something that we've spoken about. Where that's something foreign to the Saints this season for whatever reason. So I love that they were able to dial up a little bit and give a look that looked like something that wasn't covered two.
Mhm.
Obviously, Minshew didn't think we were in cover two flat. Otherwise, he wouldn't have went to the flat without looking over there. Definitely not with 12 to 23 side. So he must have thought we were either in man or in cover three. And that's hats off to the D coordinator dialing up the look and changing the things that Gardner Minshew was used to looking at. One more thing about Minshew is I feel like we forced him. We were forcing the handoff in those read plays instead of the pull. We would like almost like dare Minshew to pull the ball on some of those, and I thought he probably could
You
have on
better
some of
not
those
pull.
third downs. I know, and I think that played into our hands getting this win, but I think the Philadelphia coaching staff is okay with that because they didn't want to put Gardner Minshew in a position where he might get hurt and have possibly a lingering injury. If there's anything wrong with Jalen Hurts down the road, they would like to have somebody they can rely on rather than whoever the third string is in Philadelphia. So I think y'all kind of took one for the team, had an avenue to where y'all could have bled us a little bit more, but decided it's better to stay healthy with the injuries that y'all have been suffering from. Really,
At the wrong time of the season too. If we don't
Yeah,
get
the,
hurt, we get
the
hurt late.
worst
wrong
time.
time.
Wrong
Yep.
The
time.
last few games of the season, yeah, that's the worst time, bro.
It's
But
the
really,
only team that's more beat up than we are
for
right
sure,
now.
because y'all injury list was long when I looked at it heading into that game. Another thing about Minshew, taking back on Minshew, I noticed with him, man, he stares down a lot of his receivers, man. Like where he's going with the ball, he stares
Yep.
them all the way down to where he's about to go. He don't do no kind of look offs. He just
Mm-mm.
stares them down. So that's another thing that gave Lat. You can't do that against a great cornerback like Lattimore, man. Like not just Lattimore, you do that against any kind of other cornerbacks in the league that's good, just as good as Lattimore,
They
man.
gonna jump it.
They gonna jump it every time.
Yep.
So. Yeah, that's the only thing I have on Minshew. But other than that, man, the pick from selling the game, I feel like I can't say I can't say like he played horrible, but I can't say he played great. It was like it just wasn't enough to get the job done. It wasn't it
Mm-hmm.
was it wasn't Jalen Hurts. Point blank period. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
So, so it is what it is, man.
Next week, I think y'all are gonna need them. Y'all are favored by 14 points. But y'all are going against one of the only running backs who's having a better season than Miles Sanders, which is basically there's Josh Jacobs and there's Saquon Barkley, right? Those two guys pretty much the only ones out playing 2-6 right now. So do you think y'all get the win next week with or without Jaylon, or how you think that's gonna play out next Sunday?
It's choppy.
Ooh, look, we need Hurts. We need
That's kind of what
Hurts
I'm thinking
big
too.
time all across the board. I'm gonna be straight up on it. Because without
If you
Hurts, like the Cowboys game, I didn't watch. I didn't watch him against the Cowboys game. They said he did pretty good, but versus the Saints, if you look in the fourth quarter late, looked like he was getting frustrated, like just throwing the ball. So if he played like that, we're gonna hope that 49ers lose and the Vikings lose.
and that's asking a lot. That's asking a lot. Yeah, you thinking right along what I was thinking too. I just wanted to make sure. I feel like y'all kind of need two in the game. And if y'all don't have two out there, It's okay, but that also would be you guys almost preparing to have him play the very next week, that first week, because I don't see a path to where without Jalen Hurts on the field, the Philadelphia Eagles outrush the Giants and get the win. So it's a game where I think you guys need two out there to have enough rush yards, really have enough threat outside of Miles Sanders to run the football well enough to win.
For sure. I feel the same, man. I feel the same. But hey, like he said, man, we got the dub, big dub. Like I said, that's all I wanted us to do was finish strong, Floyd, coming into these last 4 games. Because regardless, man, we could only control what we could control, and that's winning football games. We can't control no other teams like in the Minnesota Vikings or whoever else we needed to win, man. We couldn't control none of that. So I'm just glad we handled business on this one. I just want to finish strong with Carolina Panthers moving into that game. And hey, what else
Yeah,
can we ask
yeah.
for?
I wanna put the whole league and the whole division on notice, get them boys out the way, and go undefeated. Stay undefeated in the year 2023, and go into the next next football season feeling a whole lot better about our prospects, rather than us possibly losing to a team that we know is not playing as well as we are right now, and kind of still having a lot of those question marks in the offseason.
For sure. And speaking on the off season, real quick, Floyd. Speaking on that, who do like I seen a lot of who do you feel like we should be letting go? Who do you feel like,
That's a
who we
great
should keep?
question. I'm glad we getting into this, bro, because I got
Oh,
some ideas
oh,
too.
real quick before you get on that, Floyd. JB gonna come in here so we
For
can
sure.
sign them out. Hey JB though, we do appreciate you, man, for
Big
tuning
time.
in with us today
Don't
on
make
Who
it the
That
last
TV.
time. We're gonna have to get into,
Yeah,
especially in the playoffs when y'all go on y'all run.
for
Oh,
sure, especially in them playoffs. But
yeah, I
yeah, go.
appreciate y'all for having me. Happy to be here. Hate we lost to y'all. Y'all can have it, for now. We'll see y'all next year, hopefully.
Hey,
It's,
maybe next year y'all come to that dome, man. We can all probably
Yeah, we
go
can
catch
all
that
pull
game.
up
We can
for
all pull up
sure,
to
for
the
sure.
to the
it
Super
ain't nothing.
Dome
It ain't nothing but a thing to me. But
Yes, sir.
I just want to say, man, I love what you guys doing. I'm tuned in every week. Keep doing y'all thing, man. Keep setting the bar high. You got supporters everywhere.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate that,
Appreciate
man.
you for
Major
sure.
love, bro. We'll get with you very
Uh,
next time. It
all
won't be
right,
long.
all
All
right,
right.
mama. Mama tuned in for
Oh
y'all.
yeah, Mama was
Yeah.
Shout
tuning in
y'all
now.
out.
Let me see. I didn't even been in the comments. Oh, we appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mama. No.
Yeah, she said, well, shout me out on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
appreciate you.
But all
Big
Appreciate
right, man,
you.
y'all
love,
keep
big
doing
love.
y'all thing. I'm out of here.
For sure,
All right,
man. Be
man.
safe.
Yes, indeed, my boy JB. Like I say, he been here week by week with us.
Yeah, that's our dog, man. That's our dog. Big Eagles fan, but we had to do it to them boys this week.
Yeah, we had
You
to
know,
bless him. Had to bless him one time. I wish hey, like Cameron Jordan said in his interview, man, I wish that we would have caught fire like this way early
a
in the
long
season.
time ago, right?
But hey, what can you do, man? We didn't handle our business early in the season, so we on the couch early. Ain't even looking at the playoffs.
That's
Eliminated.
exactly what my wife said. I told her, I said, this was right after the game. I was like, we just beat the best team in the league. That means we the best team in the league, right? And she was like, no, we didn't make the playoffs. I'm like, you're right. You're
Hey, I
right.
hate to see it too, bro. When we got
You're right.
look, they had the big Andy Dalton picture. You know how they put the picture of the player up there and all caps
Red eliminated.
eliminated. Boy, I said, oh, that's that pain. I said that's pain. Yo, that hurt my heart because this is the second year in a row I had to
Yup.
see that, man.
No
Eliminated.
playoffs.
Come
Sick,
on,
bro.
man. That's
This
tough.
close. Second year in a row. This close, dog.
Man, and man, y'all stay tuned because I feel like we'll come up with something around these playoffs, and how we was doing the breezy picks. We're gonna hop into the recap and everything and here in a little while. But yeah, man, we still got the playoffs to look forward to. Even though we not in it, we're gonna be covering it, and then
Mm-hmm.
the Super Bowl, of course. So yes,
A lot of
indeed,
big things.
a
Somebody gonna
lot
win a championship.
for
One of
sure,
y'all, one of y'all teams gonna win a chip.
for sure. But
But
yeah,
like you
man,
said, yeah, good,
back
good,
on that
good
off
question.
season.
Who should we move on from? Who should we put into a bigger role? I'll start on offense, and I would say it hurts my heart that I got to start with a true Louisianimal, a true down home guy. He grew up not that far from where we grew up. He played at Letcher High School. I think I don't know what the contract situation is for Five, but I think Jarvis Landry should move into more of a almost like a T.Y. Hilton role in Dallas, right? Like if he's gonna be on the roster, I think he should be a guy that's mentoring young players like Rashid Shaheed, mentoring young players like Chris Olave and whoever other wide receivers that we bring into the room next year. Instead of being on the field, kind of taking reps from those guys. No disrespect to Five, because I've always loved his game. He was my favorite receiver at LSU coming
No,
out
that's facts.
when it was him and OD.
OD. Okay.
So when it's OBJ and I pick Jarvis over them, it's love. But
Yeah.
I just feel like Rashid
He's on
Shaheed.
the he's on a 1 year. He's on a 1 year. Jarvis.
Okay. So if we do, we should bring him back on vet minimum, which right under a mil. But it just feels like Shaheed kind of
No,
did one of
Rashid.
these, right? He just took
Rashid.
off on him.
Yeah.
And that's a guy who I would love to see get those reps. He played the last what? So there's one more game left, so he's only played the last 6 or 7 weeks. And he's right at what 5 touchdowns.
It's crazy.
Like,
And it was hey, it was averaging like 20-something yards a catch. Granted, all his passes is like over 40 yards. I mean, dude burns off on everybody, and then all you gotta do is throw it up there. He gonna get it,
and he gonna get around it.
So
it's like he had Pro Bowl production just in a small
window,
like month and a half, basically a month and a half. But if that guy takes the reps that Jarvis was getting earlier in the year and plays that well, we're in the playoffs right now. Like, hands down. And we wouldn't have had such a big blow missing Michael Thomas, who I think Shaheed has kind of made us, a lot of Saints fans, we love MT. It's kind of made us, him and Olave together have made us kind of like forget about the fact that we don't have like the best receiver in football.
For real. And speaking on MT, man, speaking on him, I feel like with him, of course, I want to keep MT.
For sure.
Big MT fan.
He's the best.
Healthy dude is a monster.
Go watch week 1.
Yeah, healthy dude is crazy good. But
and that was on one leg, basically.
Yeah, for real. But I just feel like with MT, man, granted you haven't been on the field in like 3 years, man. So at least take the pay cut so we can have money to which I don't want to take money out of no man's pockets. But at the end of the day, like it's like, I mean, they got families to feed, of course, but if team, if you want to stick with us, we in big money situations, take the pay cut, give us some room to work with, and bring in some talent to get a chip, because you win that Super Bowl, man, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah,
that Super Bowl money,
more than the money
exactly.
Giving up. Yep.
So it all make up for itself. But that's the only thing I'm not one of those Saints fans. Oh, we got to get rid of him. He injury prone year by year. Man, injuries happen, man.
Crazy.
It's football. It happens, bro. It's just you just pray that they all bounce back from it. That's all you can do. So like I said, it's a contact sport, man. So, but yeah, man, MT, we got, I want to look into our free agents real quick, man. We got Davenport.
Ooh.
Davenport, a free agent just coming up here. We got JT Gray, special teams guy, big special. He's been around forever, man. He's a free agent. I'm trying to think of them off top of my head. If y'all know in the comments, help me out. But
it's Mark. That's the other New Orleans Saints staple that I'm afraid
Mark Ingram.
We're going to realize in the offseason that we could move on from.
Most definitely, I feel like we should move on from Mark Ingram. But I feel like we got the AK situation. We pushed his he got his off the field issue, so that's going to be huge. Looking for the running back room next year,
especially if he faces like a 6 to 8 game suspension.
Exactly,
that's going to say a lot. Yeah, man. And the one other guy who possibly could retire, I don't know what his contract situation looks like either, but there's one guy who I'm excited to see replace this other guy, which would be I'm excited to see Smoke Monday back on the field. He's a safety. I think he plays strong at
Oh,
Clemson.
Smoke. I forget about Smoke. I forget we
Yeah,
got Smoke
he
one day,
went
man.
down
He
the
went
same day
down.
Trevor Penning went down.
Sure
Same exact
did.
day in training camp. And
Glad you mentioned that.
that's a guy who is a big time playmaker. Always has been his whole life. And we kind of had Chris Harris, someone who had a great career, but is a little bit over the hill just in 2023 to be playing the safety position, where guys are trying to run past you on every single play, trying to run across your face or run by you, like period. every pass play. So that's a lot to ask of Chris Harris. But when number 6 is in that position, I think we'll get a lot of turnovers. We'll see Alontae Taylor come to life. We'll see Marshawn Lattimore on the other side of 27 playing really well. Like, this team is close. Like, we're like this close to being like a contender. Like, even if it was this season, if we were healthy, there's just a lot of things that didn't go our way. So I would like to see Michael Thomas on the field, Rashid Shaheed in a starting role for 16, 17, 18 games.
Yeah.
And Smoke Monday play the full season as at the strong safety position. And
Along
sky's the
Tyrann.
limit.
Along
Yep.
Tyrann. Yeah,
tie at the free, slat lat, wherever you want to put them.
Yeah, for sure. So you feel like that you feel like they're gonna pull the chair on him and have Alontae fill in them shoes, and like,
if you asking me which one we should invest in, I say 27 has a higher upside. Paulson does have the it's almost like he got the it's almost like, and this, I always make stuff about myself, but it feels a lot like how I was playing, where he's got it up here. He just the athleticism, right? It's like he know the scheme, he know what he's trying to do out there, but it's a matter of, is he fast enough? Is he quick enough to stay in those positions and not put himself in a position to get beat? Whereas Alontae Taylor, I think he knows the scheme, but I know for a fact he's athletic enough to hang with anybody in the league.
Don't do that, bro, because you was up there. I think you was over Sam Ford in the picture. I was neck to neck. I know that,
we
but
did a little something.
Y'all boys had some picks over there, so don't do that. Nah, don't do. But
I always felt slow. Like, it always felt like whoever I'm lining up against, like, I think I'm fast, but they probably faster. So it's like, that's how I think Paulson Adebo lines up every single week. Like, I can play. I know what I'm trying to do, but let's see if I can do it. That's kind of what it feels like. Whereas Alontae Taylor, as a sophomore, judging off what he did as a rookie, sky is the limit.
Yeah, no, Alontae is locked in. He got that, like I've been saying it. He got that dog mentality. That was a great pick in the draft. Another pick that I feel like, he can grow into like a Lattimore role and stuff. He can get that. We didn't know Lattimore. I mean, we knew drafting him, of course, first round, about 11th pick, something like that. We knew he was gonna be a dog, of course, but just like Olave, drafting him so early. But
we're still surprised. Yeah, we were surprised by how.
All right, let me put it on the AK. Let me not compare it to, but AK. We drafted him in like the second, third round. We didn't know AK was gonna be AK, and look at him now. So
facts.
You can look at that in the Alontae Taylor situation too. But he got that dog in him. And I remember they saying in training camp, Cameron Jordan, all of them, they Alontae was chopping back, and everybody like just talking noise, and they like Cameron Jordan like, no, let him do him. Yeah, let him do him. I don't care that he a young, he coming. Let him. That's what we need, type stuff. So
he bringing that fire to the camp, and to the whole team. It's like they know we're good. They know we're good enough to win. So like, even the individuals on the team, they know, like, okay, we underachieved this football season. That doesn't mean we're going to be a bad football team next year. Actually, we're trending toward looking like one of the contenders for next season. I think we're 2 or 3 small moves away from having the best offensive unit in football next year and the best defensive unit in football next year, with Pete Warner, a healthy Marshawn Lattimore, and that D line that we have. and a second year Alante Taylor, who I think could be a Pro Bowler.
Jaylon said it the best right here too. There's a gem in every round. Yes, indeed. I feel the same, Jaylon, man. Every round you got Tom Brady, one of the greatest to ever do his last pick in the
Mm-hmm.
NFL draft. It's just crazy.
They thought he was
So
trash.
yeah, man. But granted, like I said, our middle linebackers, I feel like we're set right there. We need a Caden Ellis,
Re-up. Yeah, bring him back.
yeah, Pete Werner, bring him,
Bring
all
him
them.
back.
The Mario, that's a perfect. Our linebacker group is perfect to me. I wouldn't change that up. I keep them together. I feel like they'll grow.
Mm-hmm.
Our cornerbacks, I feel like it's perfect. Of course, you got, like I said, Lante. Maybe maybe one more role, but you got Lante, Lattimore, Debo.
Good
So
foundation.
good foundation in that. And free safeties, we got Tyran for 3 years. We signed him for a 3-year contract, so we are going to work with the Honey Badger for the next 2 years coming up. And then I feel like, I don't know Marcus May's situation. I don't know I don't know what his contract looked like and none of that, but I do feel like we probably would make a move right there. I'm not too sure, because I'm not in the office, but it's just outside looking in. And our D line, of course, we're going to see what we're going to do with Davenport, if we're going to re-sign him or not, being 50 mil in the cap, how much money he going to want, if they can make a deal at the table. So we'll see how that situation folds out. But really, I feel like our trouble is going to be on the offense end. We're going to have to make real adjustments on that offense end, of course, with AK situation. We might be suspended for the first 6 to 7 to 8 games. We don't know. They pushed it back this whole year. And so we're going to look into running back depth, quarterback. I don't know how that's going to go. We're going to let Jameis Winston go, but are we going to continue to ride with Andy?
Right.
That's a big question mark out there, especially after finishing strong like this. So you don't never know. First, we looking at Andy and Dennis Allen just giving them the boot from them beating the best team in the NFL this past week. This past weekend.
For real.
So hey, how we gonna roll with that? Sean Payton, we got the Sean Payton issue where he's looking back, coming back and coaching. So I seen a report for
Derek Carr, a couple quarterbacks who might want to make a move.
Exactly, and I wanted to touch on that too, man. Listen to all the QBs that are free agents this year that we could make a
That's
move.
what I want to hear, because I
Bro,
don't know them all.
It's a lot, man. I got to pull it up right here. We got Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Jimmy G, Teddy Bridgewater, Daniel Jones, Case Keenum, Jacoby Brissett, Geno Smith. That's a key one right there on the market, right there. Geno Smith. He had a pretty good season, Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton, of course. Oh, Andy Dalton is he's a free agent this year coming up. So he might, if we don't want him, he might leave. Mike White, he's up there. Taylor Heineke is up there. Huge circle.
Ooh.
Yeah,
are you serious?
Yeah, Taylor Heineke, he's a free agent that's coming up here. But huge circle right here, Lamar Jackson. That is the key, which granted, I think he's gonna sign again with the Ravens if they throw that bag in him. But Lamar Jackson is on the market, and
I'm
that's
just
huge.
sitting here daydreaming about all these quarterbacks, dog. Jimmy G, Geno Smith, even Daniel Jones. All three of those guys would, I feel like, fit perfectly in this offense, and those aren't superstars. Same with Taylor Heineke. But when you mention names like Lamar Jackson, that's when I just start smiling, cheesing, like,
everybody
that would be nice.
Everybody want Lamar, man. Who wouldn't want Lamar? But
we're gonna have to come up with what 265
you want that
of them things, but
we got to pay him off. You want him? We got to drop a whole bunch to get a Lamar, man. But that's just and then the running back room too. We speak on the AK situation, man. Listen to this running back room that's free agents. You have Saquon Barkley on the market. You got Kareem Hunt. You got Rashad Penny. You got Jamal Williams. You got Josh Jacobs. You got Mark Ingram, of course. Raheem Morstead. Miles Sanders. It's a lot, man. It's so much, bro. The running back room. I'm just reading all. I can't even read all these. It's so much, bro. It's so many good running backs out here, bro. Tony Pollard.
Yeah, they're gonna reset the market. Jacobs gonna get a bag. Barkley gonna get a bag. There was one more name you mentioned. Miles Sanders gonna get paid even if he stays in Philly. So yeah, bro. I would love to, and not to mention there are guys like Jamal Williams, who the New Orleans Saints could bring in for the LOSIF. low.
And
Have
is a
him
great
replace
running back.
Mark Ingram because he's got what, like 7 1-yard rushing touchdowns this year. So that's kind of what Mark was doing for us, was the ground and pound on the other side of AK. So I would love to see one of those guys brought into our room for a little bit cheap, and I think we could really make a run.
For sure. I mean, like I said, man, the running back and the quarterback room is crazy for the free agents. But then
Stupid.
you also look at the draft, and you got hella good players coming out the draft. So it's like, I mean, granted, we don't have a first round pick, which we could get off of Sean Payton. That's what we're gonna be
Yeah, I
asking
think we're
for.
gonna finesse something, even if it's
Me
not
too.
out of Sean P. I think we make a move somehow, some way, and get into the late first round somehow.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I read something, man, I don't know how true it is, but they said that Sean Payton he wanted a certain defensive coordinator, and then they were saying that they was looking into I think you mentioned this, Floyd, the Cardinals or whatever, but somebody got the Cardinals pick, huh? The Broncos or the Broncos, something like that. But I seen the Cardinals when I last time I looked at, they had the fourth round pick, but they had sold that pick. I'm not too sure, to the Seahawks, whoever, man. But we trying to get a first round. That's all I know.
Need it.
If we do get like trade a Sean Payton to another team or however that goes. So that'll be nice on us if we can do that. But man, regardless if we don't get one of these young freak athletes out of college, man, the free agent room is large. So
Scary. It still feels like we're just one piece away. Like, it's got to be the right piece, the perfect piece. But it still feels like if we put the right quarterback with Jawan Johnson and the rest of those guys, it's gonna get scary. If we put the right running back with AK and have a 1-2 punch, it's gonna get scary. So
yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
I tell you this, man, it's gonna be one of the craziest off seasons that we see. Minus when we seen it was 1 year, I forget. I want to say, well, I don't know if it was when Tom Brady moved to the Buccaneers and all that, when all that was going down. But it was another year that was a lot of crazy moves that was happening. But I tell you this, man, all these free agents, this offseason is about to be wild, and we are not gonna miss a beat on Who That TV for all of
Yeah, we're gonna be right there in the mix, right there. Right there. Can't wait to
For
see where
sure.
everybody goes. And then as soon as all of that is over with, boom, we're gonna be forecasting who's the best team in the league, who had the best addition, and
Yeah.
what the league's gonna look like. It's all gonna be right up on us real soon, a couple months.
For sure. Also, I wanted to talk about on here, Floyd. We have the LSU and Tulane Bowl wins.
You did.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, that's crazy. They both pulled it. Hey, LSU first. I want to speak on LSU for real quick first. Them boys put in some work, blew Purdue out the water, bro. Finished the game off with a 99-yard interception to the crib. Man, you got the dude celebrating on the bed with the cheese it thing.
It looked like a big party, man. Like, them boys was having fun.
That's what it's about, man. Having fun out there, and then that's what they did, man. You even got Chip Kelly eating cheese its off the field.
Yeah,
taking it back to the Les Miles era when he was eating the grass.
eating the grass. Yeah, Purdue, they were a pretty good team, but by the end of the first quarter, it's like these guys have no business on the field with LSU. We went up 35. Nah, we scored 50 something before they scored anything.
It's crazy.
49. Yeah, we scored 49 before they scored a point. So that's crazy.
That is wild. They was trying to make a statement right there that, like you said, Floyd, they didn't have no issue being on that field with us. We don't care who coaching them over there, even though they had our boy, Drew Brees. And speaking on that real quick,
Yeah.
I like at the end of the game, man, you had the LSU players all over there getting the autographs from Drew Brees. I say, yeah, that's love.
Sign my jersey, sign my gloves.
Hey, I would have been the same way. Hey, come on,
I swear, I would have got that helmet sign. You got to look. It's coming home with me.
For sure. Jaylon said, forget Chip Bailey. Chip Kelly, I mean. No, huh, Jaylon? You don't like Chip, man?
Yeah, man. BK. Yes, sir. Nah, they showed, like, I think they showed how deep we are.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed like from the first string to the second string to the third string got in this game and made a play. There's quarterback controversy because Nuss got in here and balled. Jaden Daniels went in there and balled. Both of them are most likely going to be on the football team next year. So one of those guys are going to be the ones like charged to lead us to a championship. But it looked like the sky's the limit for the LSU Tigers. Both quarterbacks are very capable. The defense played impeccable, and the defense is younger than the offense is. So we're going to be nice next year. I was real excited to see this win and also see Tulane beat USC, who has the Heisman Trophy winner. Like, I never would have. If I would have saw somebody put money on Tulane to beat USC, I would have called them crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you're crazy.
For sure, man. I would never thought I didn't think that was gonna happen. And what, they only beat them by like what, 1 point?
Yeah, 46-45. And they scored with 9 seconds left to go up by 1 point. So
that's crazy.
Sheesh, man. Sheesh. And this is a 12-2 Tulane football team, but the story is that they're the best turnaround team ever. After going 2-10, they went 12-2. So last year they only had 2 wins, and this year they get a BCS. I know the BCS doesn't exist, but it's Sugar Bowl, whatever, BCS bowl win. That's saying something. So this is a true football state that I'm in right now. I'm in the boot still. But,
I'm here
yeah,
too
you in
right
the boot
now.
too?
I'm here too right now.
You in the boot. It's a true football state we in, man. Like, from top to bottom, everybody can play the game.
Yes. And I'm glad to see, like I said, LSU, Tulane get them bowl wins, and then us beat the best football team in the NFL this year and finish it strong.
All 3 of them got wins. The Pels, I think, dropped one when Zion went down. But if Zion don't get hurt, everybody would have got a win on the same day. Same weekend.
Michigan got cheated. We went down that game, man. I didn't even catch the highlights for that game.
Man. So look, they threw a bomb. Gosh, I can't think of his name, but he's a dog, and I really want us to draft him. He's number 8 for Michigan, JJ something. I think he's like Chris Olave, like Junior. Like, he's not Olave, but he looks a lot like Olave on film. So he got a touchdown. What was called a touchdown on the field. They reviewed it. The refs did. No coaches challenged it, and they reversed the touchdown. But
I seen that.
It was for sure a touchdown.
I seen that. Yes,
by my eyes. And on the very next play, they fumbled.
and gave the ball.
The other team went and scored and came back and beat Michigan.
I seen that. They did cheat,
but they shouldn't have had a chance. That should have been points for sure.
I seen that, man. Like I said, I didn't catch the whole. I caught like little bits and pieces of the highlights or whatever. But that was one that I did see, and yeah, that was definitely a touchdown, hands down. In my eyes.
TCU benefited from that. He caught the ball and like fell in the end zone. So I don't know how they had him, like, what body part marked him down short of the end zone. It looked like his butt landed in the zone, and the ball is in his. Right here,
and so that's all you need is the ball to break the seal.
That not 6?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand. Granted, if he was turned the other way around and hit like he's diving for it, maybe a knee or something or a shin go down, something. But when you're falling back, like you said, Floyd, and your butt goes in the end zone, man. The ball, your butt down here, the ball up here, bro.
Yeah, so it's in the end zone.
Yeah, if your butt breaks the seal, you dang ball over it. It's touchdown. But hey. Who am I to call that, huh?
Yeah, definitely got cheated. Could have played well, could have played better in the fourth quarter to like make up for that, but nonetheless, that's still 7 points that was off the board and a 14-point swing when TCU goes down and gets a touchdown after that.
That's crazy. TCU going to the national championship.
Who would have? Huh? Yeah,
that's wild.
I promise you this, and this. People gonna say I'm crazy. I say out of pocket things all the time about like good players or good teams that I just don't believe in. Line us up against TCU right now,
man.
Line these boys up against TCU now. I put the house on it. We will beat the Horned Frogs.
No, that's facts.
If they end up being the national champion, I feel good about next year because we're better than them. Right now.
Granted, I don't see them beating. We got Georgia going with them. Yeah, they're not. They ain't beat no Georgia Bulldogs, especially not this year where they've been balling. But You're right. You're right. If we was in there, I feel like anytime LSU or Saints make it to a natty or to a Super Bowl, you're not beating us. Because
Nah,
regardless, I can speak on that for sure for the Saints because we want to know in the Super Bowl. Regardless,
LSU
yeah.
too. 19 and 07 and 03. That's the last 3 times we went to the championship. I don't think we've lost
And
one.
won them all.
Oh, I'm
Besides,
capping.
besides,
I'm capping. 2011 against
yeah,
Alabama.
Alabama. Yep.
So that's the only championship loss for LSU ever.
Yeah. And that's a team to. And I don't even think they were supposed to be in there that year because I want to say we beat them earlier. I might be speaking on another year, but I want to say we
Mm-hmm.
beat them and they weren't even supposed to get in that year and they got in and beat us or
And beat
something
us.
like that.
Yep, that was the same
Yeah.
year. We beat
Okay.
them earlier that year. They shouldn't.
Okay.
They had no business in the championship because they ain't even win the SEC championship. But
Okay, so that was that's two of those. Hey, but LSU and Tulane, regardless, like I said, got that win. Our Saints pulled it off too. Finishing this season strong. Still got one more. Still
yeah,
got the Panthers on us. We really got to finish strong with that. But
if we
other
win
than
this
that,
game, which ain't saying much, but if we beat Carolina, I'm gonna be smiling all off season, bro. Because if y'all haven't noticed, I've gotten off my fire them boys, like fire the whole staff. I've gotten off that soapbox because I really feel like they figured it out. I think Dennis Allen has figured out how to get out of his own way. How to realize when things aren't going well or how he projected them to go early enough to switch things up and let the athletes be athletes. That's what it feels like we've been doing the last few weeks since the Cleveland game is let the dogs go out there and be dogs. Let's not you know what I'm saying? Like
overthink it
exactly.
or underthink
Exactly.
it or whatever. I feel what you're saying, man. I feel that,
So
and
if we do
maybe.
that next year, we're gonna win the division.
No, hands down. And then like you still got only one that was really in our way if you look at it, because what's of course Tom
Yep.
freaking Brady, bro.
Yep.
Like, and he's a free agent this year, and I do not see him either. If he does stay in the NFL, bro, I don't see him staying with the Bucks.
No,
One,
me either.
that's number one on the. If he does retire, we ain't gotta worry about him at all. Okay, bye. See you later. You had a good career. Deuces.
Yeah,
Get out of the division. I don't know why you came over in the first place.
for real.
But well, I know why they win the dang Super Bowl. That was crazy. Well, that was a fluky year. But yeah, man. Like I said, that's the only dude in our way. I don't see the Carolina or Falcons. We've been owning this division before, and the Buccaneers, man. When they lose Tom Brady, man, they're going right back to trash, man. The Buccaneers. So I want to see all them same Buccaneer fans. I want to see y'all have that same energy when y'all
Yeah,
lose Tom Brady.
week
But
one.
yeah, week one, I want to see that
I
energy.
want to see what y'all feel like week one.
But other than that, man, we've been owning that division forever, man. So that's why I'm like, ugh. But we ain't going to, like I said, I don't see Tom Brady staying. I'll be shocked if he stays with the Buccaneers and signs again. That would shock
Heck
me.
yeah, especially if Todd Bowles is the coach,
Mhm.
I'll be shook if he
Yeah.
stays there to play under him. Not that he's bad, but it ain't a good match. So he got to find somewhere else. Maybe come to New Orleans, like JB saying. He got to find somewhere else. I wouldn't want that, but I'd rather that. I'd rather him on our roster than in our division on another roster. So
Nah, for real. For real, for real. I don't even want them in the NFC, man. If you're gonna come back, go to the AFC,
yeah,
man. Go
for
back over
real.
there where you belong, man. Like for
For
real.
real.
You don't know why you came over here. Then out of all teams, you want to come to our division. Like, come on, man.
And come over here cheating and at that.
Yeah, man. All the extra stuff you got going on. But yeah, man. So I'm looking forward towards next year. That's all we got to talk about with the Saints is next year, Floyd. But hey,
The draft, off
hey,
season, free agents. That's it.
it's
That's
a
our
lot
season
though.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
that's our
lot.
football.
That's it. It's a lot coming though for us, man. I'm happy to see what's gonna come our way. I feel like we're going we're gonna go up like this, and we ain't one of them teams that's gonna sink. We ain't going out like that. This Saints we talking about, baby. The New
Big
Orleans
facts.
Saints. Come on, man. We got
Big
stuff.
facts.
Yeah, nah.
The fact that we pulled out 8 wins this year is crazy.
Yeah, we shouldn't have won a
Crazy.
lot of games we won, bro. Let's be honest. After this year, bro, this is a terrible year
And
as
go back
far
and
as
look at our schedule. The only trash teams we played are in our division. Everybody else is nice.
Nice. I knew that before. Look, before the season
Nice.
even started, bro. I knew when they gave us. I think we had like the top 5
Yep. Strength of
strongest.
schedule. Yep.
Yeah, I was like,
You
man,
got San Fran. You got the Baltimore Ravens. You got Joey B. Like,
it
bruh,
goes on
it
and
goes
on.
on.
Hey, regardless
Even the
of
Steelers, they got 8
yeah,
wins.
and then regardless of how the Rams had it, what kind of year they just had, they the defending Super Bowl champs, and they even threw them on
Exactly.
our schedule. So you didn't, they, the NFL didn't know they was gonna be this garbage. They was like, oh, they Super Bowl champs, go play the Saints. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like they threw everybody at us, man, left, right, jabs,
I swear.
all type of stuff. We over here trying to duck for our life.
You had to deal
But
with all of it.
no, but regardless, man, I am happy how we finished it strong, man. And we got one more on the schedule, and that's in the Panthers. So
Gotta get that win. I would feel real good about that.
for sure, like we said, go 4-0, handle what we can handle. We ain't going to the playoffs, but we handle what we can handle. That's all. So, real quick, Floyd, we ate up a lot of time, and let's just run
Yep.
through.
Yeah, we'll
Let's just
jump through
run
them
through
real
these
quick.
picks real quick. This is our nobody won again.
I know. I
But
screenshotted. I looked at
yeah,
everything. I ain't
and
seen nobody win.
honestly, them Vikings messed a lot of people up, but we'll hop into all these. We got the week 17 Breezy picks of the week recap. Y'all, first game first we had was the Dolphins versus the Patriots. Um man, I looked a little bit into this game. It looked for the most part as a lot of defense for the
Mm-hmm.
for the first half, of course, of the football game, but um Mac Jones and them, man, they put something together and they got a 2 point lead over the Dolphins to seal them 23-21 um, in New England. So
Yeah, it was kind of a boring game.
no, it
Pretty
really was.
sure you and Ken picked Miami. I think I picked New England for some reason. But and, oh yep, I thought Tua. No, I picked Mostert. Yeah, as I said, Mostert was gonna run the
Mostert.
ball well.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like they would kind of have enough to play well, even though Tua wasn't in the lineup. I think he's gonna, and it's just precautionary, but I think he's gonna sit out in week 18 again.
He should.
Just to get ready and prepare for the playoffs. So hopefully he's back in football shape. But I just felt like New England isn't going fast enough. They weren't going to have the ball long enough to score enough points because of that running game on Miami. So I think all three of us got this one right.
Yeah, I went Dolphins. I went Dolphins on this game. So that was one L for me.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots pulled through. So you was the only one that went with the Patriots on this one. I didn't even see
Uh-huh.
it. Yep. So
Uh-huh.
I think me and Ken went Dolphins on this one. But yeah, that was that, man, on the 23-21 Patriots. Next game we had was the Vikings versus the Packers recapping. We needed these Vikings to pull through, and of course, A-Rod and them, they said no, we don't care about y'all. We need this dub to go into trying to make the playoffs.
Yup.
We're gonna stomp on y'all real quick, and that they did 41-17. Smashed the Vikings. They didn't get them boys a chance.
Facts, bro. And they talk all that junk. And that's what had me thinking, like, Justin Jefferson finna go for 190. I actually said that last week. Made me look crazy, right? He had one catch on Jair, 6 yards or something like that. But hats off to number 23. Antics aside, the way he played on the field, you could take any receiver away if you can press up. If you can press at the line of scrimmage that well, yeah, good luck to whoever you're guarding. So they won that game on defense. They took away, I think they had 4 interceptions and took 2 of them to the house. So man, you can't play any better than that.
No, you
So
can't.
hats off to them. You picked them too. I don't know how you knew what was up.
I ran with the Packers on this one.
Yup, I'm looking at it right now.
Yep, I'm looking at sure did. I don't know why I was thinking I ran with the
Cause
Vikings.
you the only one who went 2-0, I
Sure
believe,
did. Oh, I know why I ran with the Packers
on
because
the mall.
I had A-Rod in my fantasy. I was like, man, I need A-Rod to go off. Let's get it.
Yeah, and you did. You went crazy and won you a championship too.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
that boy Dre won him a fantasy championship. If y'all don't know, he put like 150 on the dude.
Yes, indeed.
Crazy. About to get that bread.
And the next one we had was the Buccaneers versus the Panthers recap. And
Pain.
pain. It was looking for a
Pain.
minute. Look, we was going back and forth in the group chat about this game too. And then I remember y'all saying, "Oh no, Aaron Donald fumbled the balls." Oh man. And then I see them the Buccaneers score, and then they take back the score, and then they score again, something like that, man. In that order, but man, them Buccaneers pulled through 30-24. We really needed them Panthers to win, and they was so close. It even looked like it at the end of the game. Floyd, they was Donald was throwing freaking dots over there to the sideline. They caught it for a big pass. It just wasn't enough time, man. Wasn't enough time for them to after that fumble really sealed the deal for them Panthers. So
Yeah, and they just they played well enough on offense, but they didn't give themselves enough of a chance on defense. You can't if you anytime you give up 30 points to this Tampa Bay offense that's struggling to get up over like 14, you know you're doing some things wrong. And the things that they were doing wrong was trying to man up on Mike Evans, especially on 3rd and long. You're going cover 2 man, or you're going 0 blitz man, or you're going like straight man.
Mike
But
Evans 8.
and I think it was James Bradbury lined up against him or whoever number 24 is, but got burnt in the first quarter,
8.
got burnt in the third quarter, got burnt in the fourth quarter. All of them over 50 yards, all of them touchdowns.
I like
Mike,
that flow. I can't even do it, boy. I
look,
like
that's what
that
Coach
though.
Parmley used to do. Coach Brad.
I
Can't let him get
I can't
behind you, Jay.
no, I can't even whistle
Can't let
right
him get behind you, Jay. All right, I got you, Coach.
now. For sure.
Can't let him get behind you. That's your number one job as a corner, and that happened 3 times to 24.
And the next game we had, Floyd, was the 49ers versus the Raiders. And this was actually one of the best games this past week, man. Them boys was going at it, man.
Back and forth. They both
Back
wanted
and
it.
forth, man. And the final score ended up being 37-34 to 49ers in overtime. They even went to overtime. So this was a good game, man. I seen a lot of McCaffrey cutting up. Hey, dude was running different. I'm talking about different. I said, boy.
They need a drug test him. I seen him run somebody smooth over.
Yes, I'm talking about.
Bam.
And then he made it be known when he I was like, oh, we.
Right when I said that, I said they're gonna have a drug test in his locker on Monday. And that's another thing. Look, we were in the group chat, and that's the only thing we were talking about. We said, "Bro, Stiddy is balling."
Oh,
all 3 of us was like, "Man, we talk big junk about him, and he
Yeah.
is balling." He was like, at that point, he was like 14 for 17, had 2 touchdowns.
I like the emotion too, boy. He getting fired up with his lineman after he done dropped the dime. The boy, I'm like, yeah. Stiddy was turned up out there, man.
So there's a good chance he earned himself a backup position. He'll probably be the backup to whoever they bring in to the Raiders, but he's a guy who I think they can trust to go in and win a game or two if they have another injury or a controversy like they had at quarterback position this year. But hats off to Jarrett Stidham, because we ain't give him no love last Sunday, and he proved a lot of us wrong, me included.
For sure. Steady ball. Just wasn't enough, huh? Just wasn't enough to seal the deal. But other than that, man, he be balling out regardless. Next game we had was the Steelers versus the Ravens. And the Steelers end up taking this game 16-13 again with no Lamar Jackson. This Lamar is going on like 31 days off that knee injury, if I'm not mistaken. So that's something to look out for. I don't know if he's really like that hurt, or he just like what you think, how you feel like about that situation. I don't know, ain't no telling with that. He might be.
No, I think they this was more of a precautionary game. I think this was a game if it was life or death, like a playoff game for sure, win or go home, I think he would have played. But they kind of went into this game thinking this is one of the few teams that we can maybe beat without Lamar Jackson, which was the Pittsburgh Steelers. But they weren't taking into account the head coach that's on the other side, kind of running things for them. And that's literally the reason I picked the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this game. Really close, and Baltimore ran the ball well enough to get close enough to almost win.
Just
but Just didn't have
Wasn't
enough
enough
horses.
for sure.
And hats off to Mike Tomlin because it's looking like
Another
with
one.
with a paper bag roster almost, he's gonna have another winning season, dog.
That's looking crazy.
What? And
What is that
maybe
record
make
gonna
the
take?
playoffs, but I don't
Yep,
know. But
8-8 over there, so they need one more. He'll have
like
another
what?
winning season. Yep.
What?
Yeah,
So he'll be, I think, the only coach to go his first like 14, or this might be his 13th year since like 08 or something like that, 07. Oh, so more than that, maybe 16 years without having a losing season at all.
that's
It's
crazy.
500 and up.
That's crazy. And then the next one, of course, we talked about a little earlier, y'all. This game did not get finished due to Damar Hamlin going down in the first quarter to the tragedy, man. So prayers up to Damar Hamlin, and I hope he gets well soon, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
that would make my week, or really just February and January in general, to hear some really good news as the playoffs are being played, to bring a little bit positivity back to football, that he's, maybe up on his feet again, or handling his own bodily functions, on his own. So I think that's right around the corner, and prayers up to him until we get that news.
For sure. And I popped up here earlier, y'all. I'm gonna pop up here one more time. That was the last update I seen. It might be another one up there, but that's the last update I seen on the Damar Hamlin situation. So hopefully, he'll shake back and be ready, and for his family and for himself. So
Yeah, the whole football world is rooting for him, if you're a teammate or not, or fan or not. So yeah, he got all our support.
for sure. Next game we had, y'all, was the Rams versus the Chargers. And
Huge.
yeah, the Chargers, they blew the Rams out 31-10. I really wasn't expecting them to blow them out, man.
Me either.
Let me see who I went with. I went with the Chargers on this,
You,
but
you went with the LAC.
yep,
You tried to tell me and Ken I was rolling with the
yep.
Baker train. I was rolling with Cam Akers coming off his 3 touchdowns and 122. So I didn't even mention Austin Eckler. So I feel real bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel dumb not seeing this coming. Because he had probably his best game of the season, or first or second best game of the season. I know he popped off crazy one other time in this year, and kind of gave the Chargers like the life that they were looking for, as far as maybe having a chance to get in the playoffs and do something. But if not, they at least know they got some pieces to work with next season for whatever coach they roll with.
Yeah, and that's another situation where we gotta look at for them was that coaching staff. So it's a lot. It's a lot we're gonna really looking into,
Sean P,
man.
he took a visit. He took a visit out there. I remember that.
Yeah, I think his top 3 was Arizona Cardinals. Sean Payton, top 3 picks that he wanted to go to was the Arizona Cardinals, the Chargers, and the Dallas Cowboys. So hey, that's his top 3 picks,
I'm
and
fine with all 3. I'm fine with him going any of those teams. Just run me my coins, my
that's
picks.
it. That's it. That's all we want, man. Next we had was the Jets versus the Seahawks. And the Seahawks handled business 23-6. And they didn't make it close for them Jets, huh?
Yep.
They
I
came back,
actually, look,
bounced
I'm gonna
back and
show you
handled business.
because I ain't get to say it. I didn't say it. We talked all about the game, but I rewatched it and I ain't make a pick. But I actually picked the Seahawks. I thought I picked the Jets.
Oh, okay,
I
okay, okay,
underlined them.
okay.
And this was on Sunday at 10 a.m. So that's before anything happened.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't even know what I saw. I don't know why I thought they were gonna get that win. New York defense has been playing really well, and Garrett Wilson and those guys have been playing well. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I
I
guess I
was
was
wrong.
right.
I was wrong. I thought the Jets defense was gonna do something, but
That's
hey,
it. Yep.
yeah,
And Seattle has kind of been taking their nosedive. Um, a lot of guys on that team have made money for themselves and are going to play a few years down the road because of what they did this season, namely Geno Smith. But I think even if they squeeze into the playoffs, I'm pretty sure they'll just take first round loss, and kind of have a moral like pat on the back and like good season, like a moral victory a little bit. But
They
Yeah,
definitely bounced back from the season they had last year. I gotta say that. Definitely
yep.
did. So and last game but not least, man, we had the Lions versus the Bears recap. And the
I picked
Lions
Chicago, man. I'm stupid.
the Lions handle business, man. Blew them out the water 41-10.
I just be wanting to pick an upset sometimes, but Justin Herbert almost broke the single game quarterback rushing record. It seemed like in that game. If he didn't get hurt, I think he would have. Because he was balling. I think he had like 140, something stupid in the first half, like 130 or something crazy.
Yeah, that's nasty stats.
Yep, it was a team of like decent offenses, good. Well, in Detroit, they're a good offense, but just bad
122.
defenses.
Oh,
121, okay,
21. I mean, my
in
bad.
the first half,
121.
just bad defenses, right? Just bad
Mhm.
defenses. So, Detroit was able to play a little bit better and hold them to 10, but Chicago had no shot giving up 41, like none.
At all. And that was our week 17 Breezy picks of the week recap, man. We have one more
Yeah,
week for this, y'all. This is crazy. It's one more week, and then we right into playoffs, and
uh-huh.
me, Floyd, and Ken will come together and see what we gonna do as far as the all the picks and stuff. How we
Yep,
gonna do,
picking games. Yeah, we
how we
still
gonna do
want
this?
y'all to pick some games and
Yeah, so
yeah, tell us who you think is gonna win and try to win something
so
too. So we'll figure out a way to get that
we
to
gonna,
y'all.
and it'll be a lot easier. I feel like as far as I feel like we'll come up with something, man. We'll come up with something. We'll let y'all know. So we'll let y'all know on all the picks and stuff. But last thing I just want to throw up here, I gotta give myself a little.
Look,
I give myself a little praise over here, man. Hey, I'm gonna pop it up, man. That was our list right there, y'all.
ran the table, but you
Yes,
won.
indeed.
You
That was
you won like you won maybe 5 straight at some point.
yeah, these last
Mm-hmm.
few on some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I was pulling some of them games out, especially going into bye week, man. I was worried about that because I had so much I had
It would
adjust.
all just work out for you on game day every week, bro. Every week it would just work out for you on game day.
That was
Nah,
wild.
congrats, bro. You won that bread. Like this the league that I'm in, y'all. He did us down bad in the playoffs. I don't think any of your games were close. And
No.
all the other playoff games were like nail biters in every round,
That's crazy, bro.
except for his games.
Detroit and Philly, boy, them boys got me by 22 just off
Just
my
by the
kicker and the defense, man.
uh-huh.
And then of course Morstead go off for 27 and then let me pop this back up here right here. And then Devontae Smith, he still got me a 20 piece, regardless if they
Ooh.
lost. And I'm glad, hey, thank y'all, because I think I came to
The
you and
chat, yeah, you did.
Carmen, and all y'all, man. And he told me to run with Patterson. I did. If I wouldn't went the other way, if you look at it, if I went the other way with Curtis
Sam,
Samuel, 1 point.
uh-huh.
So regardless, I probably still would have
Still
won,
have got the dub, but
but
it would have been closer for sure.
exactly. So
Yeah. Appreciate the chat. Shout out to
appreciate
you,
you, chat.
Carmen. That's who I be going to, and I got questions too. That's you feel me? I'm gonna ask somebody smarter than me, so that's who I be going to every time. That boy don't miss.
Bond said, "Crown me now the Who That TV 2023
Okay, look, we're gonna
We're
pencil
going,
you in, bro.
we're
We're
going
gonna get a whole league.
screenshot.
It's probably gonna be like 14 of us, so we'll probably do a division thing, like 7-7. It can be more though, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just can't wait to get that started, bro. I wish we did
It's
it
gonna be
this
high.
year.
I
We ain't
know.
think about it, but next year it's gonna be lit and whoever wins, you're gonna get a little bread and maybe some gear or some swag or something too. And
For
we
sure.
might do a humiliation bet for the last place and all that. So it's gonna be real fun, y'all. So we happy y'all is excited for that as we are.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Carmen.
Nah, for
I
real.
appreciate
Yeah,
you,
you
boy.
put some coins in that boy pocket. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
indeed. Yes, indeed. But no, we definitely are gonna get to something like that rolling. Like Floyd just mentioned, y'all. We're gonna get that in the works,
That's
and
gonna be so fun.
I'm excited, man, because it's so much we got coming y'all way,
Yup.
and
Season
it's so
2
much, man.
and
So
basketball.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, man. Before we get out of here, man, I just gotta pop it up one more time.
Yeah. If you
The new
don't know, now
logo.
you know.
New
Yeah.
logo. Let's go, man. Shout out to Los, man.
I'm pointing the
Appreciate
wrong way.
you. Yes, indeed, man. Fire. And then yeah, man. That's it, man. Thank everybody who tuned in today on Who That TV. We will be going live Sunday for y'all for the pregame hype, like we do every
And them
Sunday.
giveaways.
And
Make sure you share the pin post
giveaways.
on Instagram if you haven't already. Let somebody know who might want to win a free jersey or a Nintendo Switch OLED. Just let them know the good news and how they can enter to win. Because somebody's gonna win in the next 3-4 days. So we excited for that, and we can't wait to see y'all then, man.
For sure. We're gonna go out with the new logo intro or intro/outro for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Who That TV, baby.
Who that?
These boys know what it is when you messing with the champ. And they ain't young jock, but you know it's going down. I ain't really talking flame, but I'm the hottest around. And they ain't worried about it, cause you know how it is when you get into that bag. You get into that bag when you chasing to that bag. You get into that bag when you run into that bag. You chasing to that bag when you get into that bag. You chasing to that bag, yeah. All I see is dollar signs, money on my mind. And I can't worry about you, I'ma spend till it's done. Work, hustle. Boy, you know I get it off the muscle. Why these boys stressing? Look, I got